This money laundering case is an East European country case. This involves one European country with its Minister of Transport. This case was actually documented by one of the procurement officers within the Ministry of Transport. So this procurement officer, Mr. Korkov, is actually dealing with preparing of tenders for Ministry of Transport's projects, but he does not involve in decision making. So in the process of all bidding, they will actually made instructions for bidders to pay what they call commission or facilitation payments into an operating account. So the operation was like this: the bidders will submit the bidding, but the winner will actually pay the commission or facilitation payment, not within the Eastern European country, but in a Swiss account. The Swiss account facilitates two company accounts, one from British Virgin Islands and the other is the Liechtenstein country, which is close to Germany and Austria. So the beneficiary of Mysteries Consultancies Limited, based in British Virgin Islands, has a operating account in Switzerland. The beneficiary of this company are the minister himself as well as the minister's wife. The other company, which also won contracts for transport within the Ministry of Transport, is the Fast Road Limited. This Fast Road Limited has a Swiss operating account, which also has a beneficiary, which is the minister and the minister's wife. So once they receive this commission paid by these bidders who won the Ministry of Transport's projects, when they receive this funding will be instructed to pay for their for their acquisition and other purchases across the globe. But this case came about because of whistleblower by this one, as well as the financial institution financial intelligence units within the UK, because one of the banks in UK raised a STR, or suspicious transaction, which the transaction involved a politically exposed person from another foreign country. So because of the transaction between this UK bank that raised this politically exposed transaction and raised it to the financial intelligence units in UK, so they share this information with the financial intelligence within this Eastern European country. So they shared because the minister of that country, as well as the wife, is both beneficiaries, and also they receive funds. At that time, it was 400,000 pounds. So these funds are actually paid into Grand Designs Limited, based in UK, which was raised by the bank. So when the Swiss trust account raised these funds, and it was actually raised as STRs within the financial institutions, financial intelligence institutions. So they raised it because the beneficiaries of the Grand Designs Limited are receiving the beneficiaries of the transiting account from Switzerland was actually the minister's wife and her brother. So the importance of this case was that these companies actually, they're located in tax haven and anti-money laundering high-risk countries, and also they have a non-operative office in this Eastern European country to facilitate the transactions. And so these are the things that, in respective anti-money laws and bribery laws, these are important so that investigations can be conducted, as well as making analysis of the SDRs received from respective countries, as well as the collaboration within financial intelligence units. So these are some of the benefits of this case study. So the case study actually is a real case study. It's actually quoted from this conference held in Romania, and it's actually entitled Expert Seminar, Effective Means of Investigation, Prosecution of Corruption. This conference was held in 2010, sponsored by the OECD. So in learning about all this anti-money laundering and financial fraud across the world in respective countries, actually they have unique cases that have handled issues of money laundering. So this is one of the cases that's featured in the Eastern European country, particularly in a ministry as well as collaboration with insiders setting accounts in Swiss bank account, as well as in tax haven and money laundering high risk jurisdictions such as British Virgin Islands and Liechtenstein Island. And as well, there is another lesson to be learned: is the collaboration between financial intelligence units across the globe, which the UK Financial Intelligence unit was able to raise the SDR because of the politically exposed persons involved in this case.